guys, my name is Taiwo Mojisola. I'm a twinless twin and I live for 29. I say my name is Taiwo Mojisola. Yeah, Taiwo means I'm a twin. I was a twin for 26 years before I lost my twin sister. You know what that means, right? All year growing up for 26 years of my life, I grew up having someone by my side. I grew up having someone to worry about. I grew up having a company. I grew up having someone who constantly puts me in check. Then, out of the blue, boom! And that was it. Yeah, it sounds so easy, right? But trust me, it was never easy. A lot of people will not be able to relate to this if you've not lost a loved one. Because this experience I'm about to share was one that puts me in a very terrible place. I'm still finding my strength, I'm still finding my happiness. But you know the funny reality, the world will not pause for anyone. So if you choose to be down, you remain down. So now it's between you and I to choose where you want to be. You want to be up, fine. You want to remain down, you remain down. But then, what does it benefit you to come to this life and leave it at your lowest point? So, okay, a quick one. 2017 or thereabouts, my sister fell ill, just like the random you and I malaria kind of thing. She fell ill, we got to the hospital, she wasn't getting better, and we got referred to Lot. You know what that means? When private hospital is referring you to federal hospital. I thought it was being so, but we got there, they said it was typhoid, it was this, it was that. So in the course of treatment, they discovered that she had blood infection and they would need to like do so many things and stuff. If you've ever been to a public hospital before, you know that it is not a good place to be. The stress of going to get blood, to get drug, to get the doctor to come and check how your patient is faring is a whole lot. But who am I to complain? After all, I can see the person I'm stressing over just right beside me. And there is this motivation that I really want her to be fine, so that we can smash those goals together. And then, after doctor did they tried their best at the expense of our own physical strength, because it was a lot stressful. So after a session with the hematologist, that's the specialist, the blood specialist, she got referred to the cardiologist because we don't understand how she was breathing at the time, and we just wanted to get to the bottom of it, and it's still from the blood infection and stuff. So after about 10 days or thereabouts with the hematologist, she got another referral letter to go and see the cardiologist, the guys in charge of heart and everything that has to do with it, cardio generally. We got here. Yes, we got there. They wrote long list of tests for us. Do this, do that one. And after doing everything, the result shows that there is a space between a heart and a heart wall, and they would need a surgery to correct that. The surgery is open heart surgery. She was diagnosed of cardiomyopathy, and then they will need to get the surgery done, and that was the beginning of everything. So we got to the cardio. They said that surgery is something they do once or twice, or they do it twice a year, March and September. And we want that, okay, this was around April. So they said they've done March and she would have to wait till September if she must do the surgery in Nigeria. And we have to pay, guess how much? Millions of naira. I'm not going to put a figure to it so as not to scare anybody. So yeah, we got the millions of naira. They said we should make deposits. It wasn't easy getting the money. I'm not even going to go into details of how we got the money. But well, we got the money, we made the deposits, and my sister's health was just deteriorating right before our eyes. But there was nothing we could do. So she was just on drugs, doing stuff like that, and we are just hopeful that she's still alive by September so she can get her surgery done. September 2017. And we're just there managing it, taking our routine drugs, stuff like that, until September. Nigerian doctors went on strike. Fam, we thought our world was ending. You know, is it that you struggle to get your money, right? And you pay. and you are so hopeful that September will come, this person get the surgery and she will be fine. And that September, they said the government was not paying them this and that, and they are going on strike. That was the end of it. Her health kept deteriorating by the day. By the day. I watch her have different attack, and I'm just like helpless because I can't even do this surgery, and the guys that are supposed to do these things are on strike. What would I have done? Nothing. So we're just hopeful, we're praying. So October, we met one of the doctors, and it was like, it's not looking like we are going to resume this year. So if I were you, maybe you guys should just look at taking her to another hospital. Definitely not a public hospital, so she would not have to encounter doctors going on strike. But fam, we paid you more than 3 million naira. Oh, I said I was not going to put, but we paid more than 3 million naira to load, and you guys are saying you are going on strike, not considering that you have someone whose life is at stake here. But what can we do? So she recommended another private hospital, and heart hospital for us is in Shagamu, Tri-State Heart and Vascular Hospital. We got there. Consultation alone, just to see doctors, not less than 400k, not less than. So after that, they gave us different list of tests that she's going to do. After the whole test, guess what? We were told that she needs the surgery as soon as possible, like maximum. She has just not less than 2 weeks again if we really want her to live. Who hears their death date and feels good about it? One. Then the money they requested there was double of what we paid in loans. Loans are here to refund our money, and then we need to raise another double. It was a struggle, trust me. You know why I could talk about it and feel like it's because, okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, so yes, we had to look for double of what we already paid in loans to make our deposit. As if that was not enough, they said she's going to have another procedure done in UCH Ibadan. If you have been to these hospitals, you just know that the best that can happen to anybody is not to fall sick, because when you get there, you either get sick or you get better. Because the stress alone, God bless my mother, she's like the best thing that ever happened to us, because whoa, they stressed her out. Okay, we have 2 weeks to raise double of what we paid in loot. Loot are on strike, and they are yet to give us what we already paid. And they said after 2 weeks, surgery might not be able to correct it. So it was a very short period of time. But as God would have it, He won't want to put us to shame. So when anything happens to her, they won't say, oh, the family could not take care of her because of money. We paid. She went for her procedure in UCH. It was another million. Our procedure in UCH is about 1.8. The procedure she went for, that is outside what we were charged in Shagamu. And she did her procedure. She came back to the hospital. After the procedure, she had the surgery like the 3rd day after her procedure. It was a 16 hours long surgery. 16 hours. You know what it means to be opened up. Your chest region, about 15 inches long scar. She was opened up completely for 16 straight hours because it was an open heart surgery. She was on life support for. So after the surgery, she was in coma, like. In fact, the rest is history. So after the surgery, she had different situations, but then she came out stronger, and we were all like, oh, you know what? In fact, we did party. We were thanking God. If you're a Muslim, you understand what it means to have like a prayer, kill ram, let people come, dine and wine, because you know that surviving a 16-hour surgery is not base. It is not anybody, it is definitely God. So at that point, we were chilled, we were relaxed now. She had the surgeries November 2017, and we were all fine. December, our recovery was so rapid that we just knew that no, this is not anybody. God, that is you right there. January, she's fine. February, fine. March, she was in Lagos State, so she said, okay, she's coming to Lagos to join me because life really needs to start. We understand that after her surgery, she can't do things that will be physically draining that much, and we just have to like look for something for her that is not going to take her physical strength. Meanwhile, she's still on drugs. Like a monthly drug is about 140k to get her drug every month. Then there is this test, 14,000 naira every 2 days. Mad. 40,000 naira drug, 40,000 naira test every 2 days, 140,000 naira drug every month. Yes, we were paying that back to back every month. Nobody was complaining. If you are spending money and you are seeing the reason why you are spending it, of course, show me a better motivation. You keep spending, right? So we're doing that, and April, was it April? We had our 26th birthday. Ha! Elegushi. Because it was a party. Like, you know how it is that you just feel like this person might not be able to celebrate 26, and that 26 is coming and you're just saying out like, ooh, this is God and we have to celebrate. It was a dirty April.